Well, they all know what's coming. Hope, expectation, euphoria, or trauma and tumult. Yet the people stand with their team, come what may. This is what they're here for. The Signal Iduna Park, located in Dortmund. It really is a tremendous arena. First day of the competition, always a special day, and a cause for universal optimism.
Do you know, I think that's true, Peter. I think fans and players alike need to change every so often, and a different feel from the standard routine, and this creates a whole new excitement, and let's get to it.
Things already rolling. It's a pretty loose pass. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, the Spanish really have been churning out some genuine quality at left-back, and this guy, Alex Grimaldo, is another...
Can he finish? They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Simeone. Llorente picks it up out wide. And a header! And yes, it's there! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
We're looking at a different game now.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to...
Good chance here!
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Jimenez. Lookman. Now it's Lamar. Alvarez. Lamar. Great ball, and he's in here. Well, this is a fascinating tie. Tight, exciting, energetic. Lookman does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Now that looks a decent ball.
Madrid really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Well spotted.
Rafael Leao. It's come to nothing. Llorente. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Pulisic, and here's Rafael Leao! Goal, Milan! And again they hit the front. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Milan with the lead. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Llorente considers his options. That was travelling. Bartesaghi. Pass somewhat off target. Not the most convincing of passes. Lookman. Alvarez. For Nkunku. Koke gets a foot in here. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Pulisic. Now it's Fofana. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Alvarez. Now it's Simeone. Tomori gets over and intercepts. Milan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. He's got away. He's on it. Can he get a chance? And that's a tidy finish. Once more they've done it. They just will not lie down.
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Simplicity itself.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So again, we have parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Gabia has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. And he whips it in. Salamakas with the clearance. Modric. Pulisic. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Simeone. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He has a look up. There's the shot! He scored! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter.
And the referee has blown for half-time. So there was the first half.
Well, I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Substitution for AC Milan, number 46, Matteo Gabia.
So right back into the action.
Number 18.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Coming on the field, number 34, Mario Hila.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Oh, good effort! He will be livid with himself. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Grimaldo. Ball played for Lookman. And it's Grimaldo. Can he get onto this? And he's managed to get free. Nice control. are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. He's picked his way through, aimed at the far side. Llorente tries to clear.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Now it's Selmakers. Now it's Modric.
Hila.
And it's Batasagi. Rafael Leao is onto this. That's not going far. Closing in on chance for a shot! And that's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Number 14.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, at one stage, he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Simeone! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And that would have been some goal.
That was some seriously slick play. Pretty much textbook apart from the finish. Very impressive movement.
Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, he's having a shot! It's a goal! And they get themselves in front! That was a given, it always was.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Giuliano Simeone.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Giuliano Simeone.
Spread neatly.
Giuliano